this is a proxy war, different actors sending weapons in and waging a conflict at the expense of the Sudanese people. Many of the players are unsurprising, are involved in fomenting conflict and violence in other parts of the world. Unsurprisingly, the governments of Iran and Russia are involved. But the UAE is a player that we have more of a relationship with, let's say, than some of the others. There are many very serious allegations about the UAE that they are actively supporting the RSF, which is committing genocide. And also there's some detailed analysis in the New York Times suggesting that the UAE is misusing the Red Crescent as a way of trying to cover for their efforts to smuggle arms into Sudan. My understanding of international law is that if this is true, this would make the UAE not only guilty of supporting perpetrators of war crimes, but guilty of war crimes themselves by misusing the Red Crescent. So maybe, Mr. Diamond, if you can comment on the UAE's actions here and what we can do to put maximal pressure on the UAE as part of a campaign to keep arms from flowing into Sudan.
The UAE, as you note, yes, I mean, Canada, it still remains Canada within the top 20 importers of Canadian military exports. And so, yes, there's a lot that Canada can do to end this, at least put pressure on the UAE so that our weapons don't become complicit that Canada's weapons don't become complicit in their crimes in Sudan.
Which other players should we be paying attention to in terms of that are contributing to the conflict?
So, I mean, we mentioned some of the other actors. Amnesty put out a report. Others have put out reports. The panel of experts, the UN panel of experts, is continuing to monitor this. Russia, the Wagner Group, and China, Turkey, Iran, Serbia. But the state that we have been following most closely, and the one where most of the entities that have been sanctioned already are based in the UAE and are supporting the RSF. And we've heard in our own diplomatic discussions, right, that without the UAE support, the RSF would collapse. And so this is, probably the biggest exporter of conflict on the continent, the UAE. And so we need to increase the pressure and actually focus on imposing costs on the UAE, not allow